Hello, parents and students of Memorial Park Elementary School, and welcome to school orientation for the 2021-2022 school year. Parents, in years past, our school orientation looks a little different than this. We typically come into the school, we go to the gym and hear a presentation, and then we go to our classrooms. Due to the uptick in COVID cases in our community and surrounding areas, we wanted to prevent the gathering all in the gym together. So I'm going to do my portion of school orientation through this video. I do want to welcome you to our school and let you know that we are excited about the upcoming school year and we can't wait to meet you and your students. Parents, to begin orientation, we want to cover a couple of topics with you. The first topic we want to cover is school safety. And I want you to know, as the principal of the school, that safety of your students is our very first priority. And that goes for every staff member here. Your student safety is number one on the list of things that we're concerned about. Parents, safety comes in a variety of ways. With the uptick in COVID cases, of course, our safety and our health is on the forefront of our minds. And we want to ask for your help with that. We want to ask you to help us by screening your student each and every morning at home before your student comes to school. Parents, please check for temperatures, any signs related to COVID or any other illnesses that a student may have. If a student is sick, please do not send them to school. Please contact us at school and let us know that so we will know what's going on with your student. But we sure don't want to take any chances of spreading anything throughout our school and throughout our classrooms. Parents, we want you to know that here at school, we're going to do our best to combat that as well. Each morning, students' temperatures and staff members' temperatures will be checked as they arrive here at the building. Our faculty and staff will be cleaning classrooms each and every day. They'll be cleaning common areas such as doorknobs, pencil sharpeners, desks, chairs. They'll be cleaning hallways. They'll be cleaning handrails. Any place that's a common areas that students may touch, we will be cleaning those routinely throughout our day, as well as fogging our buildings. In the past year or two, Jasper City Schools has purchased disinfectant fogging machines for each of our buildings. And we will completely disinfect and fog our building twice a week. We'll be doing that on Wednesdays and Fridays to help prevent the spread of any kind of illness. And the last thing you see on this slide in related to school safety and health safety is the wearing of masks. The Jasper City Board of Education has approved that we will begin the year by wearing masks. Now, that does not mean we will wear them every day throughout the remainder of the year. But the Jasper City school system will monitor the amount of positive COVID cases as well as quarantine students and staff members to determine when mask usage is best appropriate. However, we will begin the year by wearing masks. And as our staff members are able to monitor those numbers and take a look at that, mask usage will change according to the health and safety of our students. The second thing that we always address at orientation is car line procedures. This is a big thing for students and parents at our school, especially new parents to our school. Parents, the image that you see here is also displayed on our Facebook page and on our website with a detailed description of where students will be dropped off. Just so you'll know a short version of this, as you see in this image, location A is the pickup and drop-off location for our second grade car rider students. This is on the natatorium side of our building. Location B is the pickup and drop-off location of third grade students, and that is on the ball field side of our building. Location C in the front doors of our building is the pickup and drop-off location for our bus riders. Parents, again, I cannot encourage you enough to visit our website, visit our Facebook page to see the detailed description of car line procedures. And we will keep that on our social media pages so you will be able to see that and go through that. And parents, when you attend our in-person orientation on Monday, August the 9th, If you have any questions about that, please feel free to stop me and I will be glad to show you that. I'll be glad to walk outside with you and show you in detail how our car lines run. We do want to cover the topic of parent visits to our school. Of course, in years past, we would highly encourage parents to be active in our school, to visit our school. This year with COVID, we are going to have to back off on that a little bit. I do want you to know that anytime that you do come to our building, temperatures will be taken each day for all visitors. All visitors will be required to wear a mask anytime that they enter our building this year. Parents, when you come, the most common visit that we have is when parents visit the building to check out their student or to check in their student if a student happens to be late that day. Parents, anytime that you come to check out a student this school year, please make sure that you have a photo ID with you. We don't know all of our parents well at this moment in time as school is beginning. We hope to get to know you better throughout the year. So for the safety and security of your student, we would encourage you to have a photo ID with you anytime that you come to the door to check out a student. Parents, please know at this time, we are not allowing any visitors into our building to eat lunch, to eat breakfast with students, for classroom visits, those kind of things. Just due to the COVID numbers, we do have to limit the amount of visitors in our building. Hopefully, as the year goes on and those numbers become better, we will be able to open that back up some. But at the beginning of school year, we are going to limit the number of visitors to our school. Again, the last thing here you see, anytime you do visit our school, please make sure that you have a mask available. We want to move now to the topic of attendance. Parents, attendance is so vital and critical to your students' academic success. I cannot stress that enough. We know that there may be days where your student may be sick, they're not feeling well, they're showing some of those signs and symptoms of illness, and on those days, we encourage you to keep your student at home. I would encourage you, though, anytime that your student is out, please make sure that you send a doctor's excuse with your student the next day that they returned. Parents, please know that each student is allowed only 4 parent excuses per semester. Parents, that includes any vacations, trips that you may be taking. There are only 4 parent notes that are accepted each semester. So please plan accordingly. Please do not go over that limit. Anytime you go over that limit, that gets us into the truancy process. And we don't want that for you or for us here at the school. So please be aware of our attendance policies. When you get a student handbook at orientation, you can see a detailed outlay in the student handbook of attendance in Jasper City schools. And please make sure to check that and look at that. The last thing that you see here, parents, please know that each morning our bell rings at 8 o'clock for students to leave their holding area and make a transition to their classroom. Once they make that transition, your student will arrive at their classroom, they'll unpack their book bag, get out any necessary items for the day, turn in any homework that they may have, lunch money, those kind of things. And then we have a second bell that rings at 8:10. At 8:10, our teachers will begin instruction each day. Parents, it is vital that your student is here and in their classroom, unpacked and ready to go before that 8:10 bell. If not, your student will be missing instruction each day. So please help us with that by making sure that your student, number 1, is here every day, but number 2 is here on time each and every day. That will be vital to your student's success as we move throughout school. The next topic we want to address is the area of breakfast and lunch. First, I do want to say that all students in Jasper City Schools for the 21-22 school year will receive free breakfast and free lunch each and every day. So parents, if you don't want to pack a lunchbox every day, please know that your student will be allowed to eat free every single day this school year at Memorial Park Elementary. Now, we do know that some students want to buy extras. They want to buy extra food, especially chicken nugget day. Students want to buy extras, or the French fries. Students buy those. Some students want to buy a bottle of water instead of the milk that comes with the lunch. Any extra things like that, students will need lunch money for. But if students are receiving the normal breakfast and the normal lunch, that will be totally free to them this year. With our breakfast and lunch, please know that we will not begin the year by eating in the lunchroom. Our students will eat breakfast and they will eat lunch in their classroom with their same group of students, as again, we are working through some of those COVID restrictions to try to minimize the spread of any types of viruses. As we go throughout the year, if we see those numbers being better, we will hopefully be able to open our lunchroom back up, but for the moment being, we will be eating breakfast and lunch in the classroom. Parents, please know that no outside food is allowed into our school after the day begins. If you have a student that forgets their lunchbox at home, that's a common issue that we have. Please don't worry about rushing that to the school. Save it at home. We will provide them with a lunch from the lunchroom that day. This also gets into things, many times we have parents call that want to bring treats for a birthday or cupcakes for a birthday, things like that. We are not allowing any of those outside foods into our school this year, okay? Parents, please know that your students will need to bring a refillable water bottle with them each day. Our water fountains are turned off due to COVID, but students can bring in a water bottle each day. Jasper City Schools is in the process of installing bottle fill stations in each of our schools. We don't have them at this moment, but they are on their way. Hopefully we'll get those installed in the next month or so. So please make sure that you send your student with a full water bottle each day. And once the bottle fill stations are in, students will be able to fill those here at our school each and every day to have that with them. The next topic is the area of backpacks and dress code. Parents, we have not changed our policy regarding backpacks or book bags. If a student brings one of those with them to school each day, it will need to be clear or mesh. It needs to be a see-through variety. We need to be able to look and see what is inside of that for safety purposes. Also, parents, when you come to orientation on Monday, August the 9th, you will receive a copy of the student handbook. I would encourage you to visit page 29 in the handbook so you can see details regarding student dress code. This includes hairstyles, clothing, masks, all of those issues regarding any form of dress code. So please make sure you look through that, go over that with your student so that in the morning time, you won't fight that battle with your student about questions about dress code. The next our topic that we want to look at is the topic of school orientation. Again, I mentioned that on a typical year, we would have orientation and all parents would meet in the gymnasium. I'm doing my part through this video. However, we do want to offer you the opportunity to come in and meet your child's teacher. That will happen on Monday, August the 9th, and it will happen in 2 ways. We will open the doors at 8:30 that morning for our 2nd grade parents and students to come. Then we will open the doors again at 10:30 for our 3rd grade parent and students to come. When you come that day, you will be directed directly to the classroom where your student will be. Our teachers are going to hold a very brief orientation. This will be 5 to 10 minutes maximum. It will be more of a grab and go fashion. Our teachers will have orientation packets put together that will have all the paperwork that you will need to fill out. It'll have order form information regarding t-shirts, information regarding student supply fees, technology supply fees. We will have all the forms that you will need together in a packet that you will be able to pick up, take home with you, fill out, and you can send those back with your student on the first day of school, along with any fees that they may have that they will need to pay that day. Once the teachers get those back on the first day, teachers will sort those, they'll write receipts, and they'll send you a receipt back home for any money that was sent. Parents, please know that at this orientation event on August the 9th, we do want to limit this to keep down the amount on the crowd. So we are asking that only one parent and one student attend. We don't need to bring siblings or multiple parents, grandparents, that kind of thing. We are asking only one parent and one student to attend orientation on August the 9th. We do want to remind you that all visitors to our campus, as you come in for orientation, your temperature will be screened and you will need to have a mask on. And that goes for both students and parents as they attend orientation. Parents, one of the big things that we do want to accomplish at orientation that is always a topic for us on the first day of school is how is your child being transported home from school? Please make sure you've worked out those details and you know if your student will be a car rider or a bus rider on the first day, and let your teacher know that when you attend orientation. Parents, the last thing, we want you to know that we're excited. Last year was a difficult school year. We made it through, and your students made wonderful, great gains throughout that school year. That is fully what we expect for the 21-22 school year. We've prepared all summer. Our teachers have gone through multiple trainings. They've been here working, decorating in the building, setting their classrooms up, and we can't wait to get your students back with us. We're excited. We know they're going to do wonderful things and they're going to grow and mature this year. And we can't wait to be a part of that and watch that happen and watch them grow throughout the school year. Parents, I always talk about at orientation the core beliefs that we hold here at Memorial Park Elementary School. Parents, please know that we have very high expectations for your students, for our faculty here at school, for you as parents, and for community members in our community. Parents, we're going to push your students academically farther than they think they can go. For our faculty, we're going to challenge our faculty to be a lifelong learner. We're going to challenge them to think outside the box, to reach every single student. And for parents and community members, we're going to challenge you to actively be involved in your students' education. We know that for your student to get the most out of their educational opportunity, that it takes a partnership between the school and the home environment. So we're going to challenge you to daily read that take-home folder, to read with your student each and every night, to assist your teacher in any way possible this year to make your student's educational opportunity the best it can possibly be. And the last thing that we always mention, we hold as a core belief, we know that every student is different and every student is important to us. Parents, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we differentiate our instruction to meet your students' needs. And we need your help with that. If you see that your student has academic, social, emotional needs that are not being met, we need you to let us know that. We want to work with you. We want to communicate with you. We want the home environment to be good just as well as we want the school environment to be good. So that open communication between the school and the home environment is vitally important to the success of your students. Parents, again, I want to say thank you for all that you're going to do for our school and for your student this year. We are so excited. We can't wait to see all the wonderful things that happen. We look forward to seeing you guys on Monday, August the 9th for your brief in-person orientation. And then our students' first day at school will be on Wednesday, August the 11th. Parents, thank you and have a wonderful day.